Good morning all you hardcore boxing fans, how are you doing? It's a bit, what's the word this morning? A bit not frosty, I don't know, it's a bit half and half this morning. But 6:30 and is it 6:30? It's 7:30 actually, if I said 6:30. I got up at 6:30 this morning. I meant to be there at 5:30, but you know, sometimes you just have to have a bit of a lie-in, don't you? And I think I'm up while 2:30, so you can't really have 2-3 hours kip, haven't you? I need at least, even a machine like Porky, even a big machine like the Porkinator needs 4 hours sleep. Donald Trump can't do it on 2 hours, can he? So you just shower, don't you? A cup of coffee, glass of orange. Go on, Grandma, get in your lane. Woo! Bit entertaining up back end there this morning. One thing about Mercs, right? They have this thing on dashboard, and no matter what, no matter how well you treat your car, every now and then they're really temperamental, these sensors, and check coolant level. And you know what I did? I put about that much out in a bottle of water, just a normal small bottle of water, and it took it off. How sensitive is that? It's like them tyre sensors they have, they're too sensitive. Whatever happened to just knowing when you've got a flat tyre and just kicking it with your foot? So you know, that looks a bit flat, we could put some air in it. We have all these lights flashing up on dashboards, and do you know what it's for? It's for gimps and mongs, you know, who go to matchroom shows. They ring up these companies, don't they, like my mate, and say, oh, I've got a light on my dashboard. And they go, oh, bring it in, it's 40 quid and we'll tell you what it is. They plug it in and they go, yeah, it's your tyre pressure. Oh, you needed, you know, 50 millilitres of water in your tank. It's a con. But, so I watched the till 2:30 this morning. I think I only watched one of Coogan's, but I watched some questions by that Rob Tebbert, and I've been critical of him lately because, and I can be a little bit half critical yesterday because they'd never ask him like I'm going to ask him if I ever get a chance, but they're not going to give me a chance, are they? They're not going to give me a chance at all. But I thought he asked some good questions, Rob Tebbert. I thought he put Mr. Bean Adam Smith, aka creepiest man in the world, not just creepiest man in boxing, he's creepiest man in the world, isn't he? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo! Mr. Bean! Beanie! Baked beans! Beans on toast! Run a bean! Cut a bean! Gives me an ulcer, that Adam Smith, you know, in the morning. Proper ulcer. How's he been getting away with it all this time? And now look at him, now that it looks like the relationship's over between him and Eduardo. Now that they're going to be going with DAZN money. If they mess up with DAZN, are they bothered? They're not going to be bothered. They've got 5 years left with Sky, aren't they? They're not going to be bothered. DAZN might be history in 5 years, and then they'll put all their eggs into one basket with Sky. But look what they're doing, they're spreading themselves thin. These shows are shocking. Shocking. Unbelievable. Shocking. These shows are terrible, let me tell you. Terrible. They should be ashamed of themselves, man. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're that bad. Spread himself a bit more than thin, hasn't he? Jesus. Everybody in the boxing industry can see what's going on. You've only got to look. But they can't denote, can they? They can't fill the dates. And Sky can't do no. 2 years we had a world title fight on a non-pay-per-view card when we get to May for a male fighter on a non-pay-per-view on a Saturday night. 2 years. How's about that? 2 years. Unbelievable. I don't want to hear about Charlie Edwards. I don't want to hear about Katie Taylor. I don't want to hear about them. Forget me being hardcore. I don't want to hear about them. I don't want to hear about them. Katie Taylor fighting dustbin men or dustbin or waitresses. I call it waitresses for women. I don't want to hear about it. I want to see proper fights, just like everybody else. 2017 started brilliant, didn't it? Go on then. But now it started crap again this year, hasn't it? From that pony what they're serving up at Peterborough. Pony, innit, Baba? Pony! I ought to go down then to Peterborough and sort a lot of them out. What do you reckon? Reckon I've got enough minerals inside me to go down there. I'm a bottle job. I ought to go, didn't I, really? Put my Scenic mix. What do you reckon? We'll see. I'll sleep on it. Depends if I slip off at Wagon, doesn't it, on Friday night? What's going on here? Traffic lights, man. Temporary traffic lights. Need to get some work done! You know what, there's nothing worse than traffic lights and people who are supposed to be tarmackers all sat there in the morning, all drinking coffee. Well, yet they've got people with go and stop, you know, turning it lollipop round. They're all having a good laugh, aren't they, on double time and time and a half. People have got to get to work, man. Chop chop. Early bird catches worm. Early bird catches the Eddie the Squirm, the worm. Eddie's new nickname for me this week. Eddie the Squirminator. Eddie the Squirm. Did you see him squirming when Rob Tebbett were firing them questions at him? I could have never thought of questions put so poshly by Rob Tebbett. The hardcore's hardcore, Rob Tebbett, who makes words about that long. Longer than a French stick, aren't they, Rob Tebbett's words? I just say Eddie. What you put pound per pound? What you put pay-per-view up pound per pound? What you put pay-per-view up £3 for Eddie? Why is Joshua not VADA tested all year round? Why are you spreading yourself thin with DAZN? Do you really think that the Sky non-pay-per-view shows are acceptable after what you said about putting world title fights on? Why are fighters cashing out now with pension fights? Why are you writing scripts for pension fights? Why is James DeGale, I know this is not a Sky fight, but this is just one in general. Why is James DeGale and David A cashing out with fights like that? Bellew has come out now, hasn't he, and said he was shot to bits last 4 camps. There were no there, so they fought David A because they knew he was shot. David A got out of the wheelchair, went to Germany on Thursday, did he, for his because his knee was knackered. He came back and said he was stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. Go on, what? What? He don't mind, I've sorted it. In a bit. I was actually static car wrong. I was going to say, fetch me some water out. I've got a light on the dash, but I went in and got it myself. You can't get staff, can you? But now, David A, let me tell you this, right? Pension fights. 5-year addict game comes back and pinches 2 pay-per-views. Bellew now saying, oh, there were no tank for 4 fights. Leave me alone, I've got 10 million in bank, Coogan, go away. Oh, go on then, I'll sit here half an hour, but leave me alone. 10 million in bank. Hey? Oh, I were knackered last 4 fights, I kept breaking down. So we were done for 4 fights, so Flores, 2 A fights, and Usyk fight, he were done. Flores were an easy touch. David A, shot to pieces. He knew it as well. Shot to bits, held together by sellotape, and he just jumped under the bus for Usyk. He had a little good in it for 2 rounds, and that were it. 3 of them were pay-per-views. Other one were the Cleverly farce. That's TonyBellew.com, folks. I want to get home safely to me kids with my 10 million. There's nothing wrong with getting home safely to your kids, but don't take 10 million for it. Take a mil. But that's life, innit? People can say, you're jealous, you're a hater! Porky, you're a hater! You're a hater! Porky, you're a hater! No, I'm not an hater. I'm a realist. I know what I'm seeing. I saw James DeGale. I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm quicker than a speeding bullet. Like David A were last 2 fights. Oh, David A 2.5, David A 3.9. Oh my God. How many more times are we going to keep falling for it? James DeGale, man. Oh, that was embarrassing, that wasn't it? That was embarrassing. Embarrassing, and you know, good boy James. James is a 15-round fighter. Yeah, 15 rounds. 10-mile runs every Friday and Saturday. 15-round fighter. Let me tell you this, right? Terry Trappendama got it right, didn't he, on his podcast on the other night? He said, James DeGale, like, gold medal Olympian, southpaw, slick, tough, rugged, wheeled operator. Bit more than wheeled operator. It's like a Ferrari going to Dagenham, innit? And Jimmy Mack putting a Richard Grant aerodynamics, you know them RGA kits that we used to put on Ford Caprice. I had a Capri Laser, didn't I? D-Reg. I didn't put one on mine, but I wanted to. It was a 4-year-old 39 Fawant clock. I said, I want an RGA body kit on it. And at the time I used to work at, in fact before I got the Capri, I worked at a place called DMA in Wheatley, Doncaster, a parts discount place. Guy was called Aidan. I used to go out with his daughter Samantha. And guess who his best mate was? From Doncaster, Jeremy Clarkson. And they used to have these RGA body kits, 2 side skirts, front bib and a rear bib, rear thing, you know, that go over exhaust. And I used to say, I'm going to put one of them over my Capri when I get it. 3 litre gear, 3 litre sport, or a 2.8 injection. When it come down to it, I ended up with a 1.6 laser about 3 years later, which were better on juice, but I wrote it off anyway. But that's another topic in it. But no, David A, stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. And so were James DeGale. They're just taking them pay-per-views, aren't they? And Richard Poxon, aka Frankenstein's monster. Richard, let's go. You know what you did. Richard Poxon, you know what you did. You know why you don't work for Dennis Hobson no more. If anybody wants a good laugh, I'm not going to say too much, have a look at Richard Poxon. Google Richard Poxon and scroll down to near the bottom and have a look and see what you see. That's what you get when you're very naughty. But scroll down and have a look at it. Richard Poxon, Google, and then go to the bottom of the page and you'll read it. Right, let's have a look. Frankenstein's monster serving us up that. James has had a great camp. Paulie Malignaggi, the experts. They had a great camp, it's about levels. Jim McDonnell, James is a 15-round fighter. Beautiful, beautiful son, calm down, calm, double your job, brilliant. He's a 20-round fighter, Olympic gold medalist, 2-time world champion. I agree with Martin Theobald, aka Martin Theobald from New Age Podfather, going on about 2-round fighter, a 2-time champion, sorry. 2-time champion. James DeGale's a 2-time world champion. He only cost a journeyman in Truax beating. To think I had a wedge, I had a little wedge I had a little wedge on a draw because I got it in my head boxing's corrupt. It's not corrupt. They're just writing scripts, aren't they? Yeah, best camp ever. The injury, I broke my leg, but you know what? It's better than ever. It's so better. I'm going to break the other leg. My leg's better than ever. It's like other fighters. My face has been smashed in on one side, and it's better than other sides have been smashed in. Oh, both sides of my face are now stronger than they've ever been. This is what you have to tell yourself to convince yourself, innit? I like that in front. E350 diesel, because I like E-classes. I prefer E-classes. I prefer an E-class saloon to coupe. I mean, there's no room in this. There's no room in it, man. I prefer saloon. E-class is my favourite, and in black as well, but I prefer a saloon one because you got 4 doors, haven't you? You can get your kids in back without them, or your mates in without them staggering about drunk and breaking all your trim outside of your chair and stuff like that. And you can there's more room in them, isn't there? I haven't decided though if I win lottery this weekend. It'll probably be S320 Merc. So I'm a Merc man, aren't I? I don't drive anything else. I don't do like VWs. But only to sell on because they go quicker than any other car, don't they? Auto Trader. You want to make a few quid? Get a VW, any VW. Anybody out there want to make a few quid? Get a VW, don't matter what year it is. As long as it's clean and valeted, polished up, new registration plates front and rear, that sends a message that the car's mint. Never buy one registration plate for a car because it'll be a different type of style to back one at one other side, and I think one at front or back's had a bum. If you buy registration plates, always buy 2 identicals. Even when you're selling a car, buy 2. Just put it outside your house, you don't need to pay, and they go. Ooh, that was close. You don't need to put them in Auto Trader. Put them outside your house. Ah, you need a bit of tax on them though, don't you? That's the problem, isn't it? Well, either way, they sell. VWs sell quicker than any other car in Auto Trader. Did you know that? They go quicker than any other car. They've got a better average. All German stuff goes quick, but VWs go really quick. I don't know why. I don't know, it's just how it is at the moment. It used to be like that for BMWs years ago, but VWs, clean, no registration plates on, full MOT, get your history book, get a few stamps and that. Come and see Porky, I'll stamp it up for you. And Bob's your uncle, isn't he? Robert's your mother's brother. But V-dubs, they're good sellers. If I see anybody selling a V-dub, I have the right to bid on that car, mate. I have the right to bid on it. Sometimes it ain't just about making a profit on them though, is it? It's about doing it for the sheer F-offness of it all. See how I didn't swear then? What do you reckon? Should I treat myself? Should I treat myself to it? Aye? Range Rover. Winding me up every time I see it there. It's a shame, isn't it? Car like that. Oh, horn didn't work. Big Porky's here. We're gonna attack the day! Attack the day! We've had a shower. We're gonna have a coffee now. We're gonna attack the day. What do you reckon? Are we attacking day? I saw Johnny Nelson's interview, Eddie Hearn's interview, and Adam Smith's. Oof. Johnny Nelson's. Well, how much longer can Johnny Nelson get away with this? Johnny, I know you're watching. How much longer are you going to get away with it? And don't, Johnny, if you're ever in my company again, Johnny, don't be coming out with all that blood clot and bumper clot and all that and talking like you're a yardie. You're not a yardie, Johnny. You're from Sheffield. You used to be a doorman at the Roxy. You've got no arse. You need to start telling people, Johnny, about when Glyn Rhodes stuck it on you. And you and Caldwell put a statement in against him to the board. police got involved. Why don't you start telling people that, Johnny? Start telling the truth. Don't believe me? Go tweet Grin Roads. Showboat Roads, MBE. Go tweet him. Shower a shit lot of them. Sick of hearing about it. I've got my slippers on this morning, but I've got Jimmy in our punch bag up here. Jim kit in back. I'm going to get NJ on pads today on punch bag. Might even film me on punch bags so you can all say, you don't know what you're doing. You're like Dominic Ingle, you can't hold pads. Robin Reed's the pad man. But anyway, peace out. Keep on trucking. What we got here? 20 minutes. That's not a bad start today, is it? We've got one under the belt. Get another 2 more done. I've had this 10 years now. What do you reckon? Have I still got it? Have I still got the old panache? What do you reckon, NJ? Have I still got it? It's about levels, isn't it? It's about levels, isn't it? Shout out to all them going to Steffi Bull's show on March the 8th. I will be there with Dennis Hobson. March the 8th, Barnsley. I'll see you there, Steffi. I'll see you there, mate. Looking forward to it. Don't think much that show like, but I'm looking forward to seeing Josh Whale fighting James Flint. So peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing.